Good afternoon. It's time. It's time for yet another NFL Bucky's Mill Day. This is your host, Mike C. And of course, the star of the show, as always and forever, it's Bucky. Say hi, Bucky. Bucky says hi. Bucky, what in the world do you have in front of you today? Is that eggs? You have, what, 6 eggs in a bowl. Why? Oh, because the Lions laid an egg in their last preseason game. Very good, Bucky. I like that. Yes, the Lions did lay an egg against the Jaguars. The final score was 25-7. And the game was on NFL Network, and I watched it. Not all of it, but most of it. The Lions looked flat. They looked uninspired. And I said before the game that I thought the Lions were going to lose that contest, and I was right. They just didn't look good. Teddy Bridgewater played. He was rusty as hell. Nate Sudfeld played, and he's just not very good. Threw another pick. I think it came in a couple minutes before halftime and threw an interception right away. Like I said, Teddy Bridgewater looked rusty and just never comfortable. He fumbled on a play. So it's just not a very good outing. They did score a touchdown. There were some positives. We'll get to those. But it was just an ugly game, and give the Jags credit. They deserve to win. 2 players I thought played very well. One was Jack Campbell, the linebacker. He might start. He's that good. He brings intensity, and I really like his play. He made a lot of tackles and a couple hits. I think he might have caused a fumble. I won't swear to that. The other player I really liked, I have him down twice. That's how good he was. Chad Cotta, I believe his name is, or Coda, a wide receiver. Very good player. There's another guy I wanted to mention. Now I forgot his name. God dang it. Kaminsky. That was his name. Defensive lineman, very active, made a big play. I know he caused a fumble. And Suki, what are you doing? Suki's rolling around the carpet here. She likes it down here. It's a lot cooler. It's supposed to be over 100 degrees today, but I still have to go out because I have to get a prescription. But Suki's staying in today. So there were a couple good players. Other than that, nobody really stood out to me. I don't know. It's just a bad game. It's preseason. There's a lot of stinker once in a while, and this certainly was. Now they come up next week. They play the Panthers in Carolina. So we'll see how that goes. Stars probably won't play at all. And I'd like to see them win. I don't think they will, but that's beside the point. All right, next on the list we've got, this is from a week or so ago, maybe even longer. And I don't remember if I mentioned it, but I'm going to mention it again just in case. The Blackhawks, a former owner, Rocky Wirtz. I'm not sure what years he owned the Hawks, but he passed away. And the Blackhawks had a memoriam for him. And so that was nice. I don't know a lot about him. I didn't do any research. I just wanted to mention his name. A lot of former players and coaches were at the celebration for his life, and so that's all you can ask for, really. But I wanted to make sure I mentioned that, and even if I did mention it before, so I couldn't even tell you who the current owners are, to be honest with you. But I remember, the name from before, obviously. The Reds. They're still kind of just floating around. Right now, they're in third. I checked earlier. They're 4 games behind. The Cubs are in second. And they play the Angels coming up. I think it's a 3-game series, I'll say. Last weekend, Carl and I went to a baseball game, local game here. And the husband of the lady that works with Carla because I wear my Reds jersey, and so I don't think we can be friends now because he's a Cubs fan, and he's going to Chicago later this summer to watch the Cubs play the Reds. So I said, oh, that'd be cool. I've seen the Cubs stadium, and it's very cool. I'm drawing a blank what it is. Wrigley Field, geez. And it'd be fun to go to, but that's not going to happen. The local team won. There was no free food, which is unfortunate. No swag. But they did have an excellent, I'll say very, very good fireworks show afterwards. People said it was better than the fourth at the stadium. It was very good. Probably lasted 10 to 15 minutes, somewhere in there. Even Carla liked it, and she's not a huge fan, but she said she likes them, so I don't know. I'm confused. It was very good. Beautiful. It was nice and warm and clear, no bugs, and just a great night for a ball game. It's going to get hot the next couple of days, like I mentioned earlier, and so we're staying indoors as much as we can, but I do have to go out early, like I said. Speaking of going out, last week's video, I just checked, was 17 views, which is exactly how many subscribers I have, so that's cool. Not quite as good as last week, but that's fine. Again, started out so I'm doing this a little early so I can get it out early. But I'm thankful for all the people that view it. No comments, of course. But 17 is a very solid number, and I'm very happy for that. Not too much else in the news of my teams. It's just that time of year. I checked the cut down. It used to be like 2 or 3 cut down days. Now they just have one. I mean, you can cut players anytime you want, but official, it's August 29th. Which I believe is a Tuesday. I didn't write that down. So I think the Lions will be picking up at least one. I'm thinking 2 players, probably a wide receiver and maybe an offensive tackle or guard, something like that, because they need help at depth. Speaking of cutting, the Lions cut. I got his name down here. A little bit of surprise. His name is running back Mohammed Ibrahim. He was an undrafted free agent from the University of Minnesota, and I thought he was doing pretty well. Got some tough yardage. They cut him, and they may bring him back. I hope they do, because the quest for a third running back, third and fourth one are still contested, and I thought he did very well. So I look for them to bring him back. Like I said, a couple other players, and that'll pretty much set the team members, and hopefully we can start football for real. So a couple weeks, the Lions will play the Chiefs, and I'm really looking forward to that game. So is my brother, and we'll see what happens. But other than that, Bucky, nothing I can really think of. I got a doctor appointment coming up on Wednesday. That's exciting. I got we have a Social Security and Medicare meeting coming up on Thursday, because I don't understand it. It's very complicated, and it's I think purposely made complicated so people don't claim all the benefits. That's just my theory. But we're meeting with the representative, so hopefully that will go well. She sounds like a very nice lady on the phone. So I think that's about it, Bucky. Anything else? I'm pretty much done with my wall. I got one more I want to switch out, and I think we pretty much got it unless we get some new ones in. So it's always possibility of readjusting and upgrading, but for the most part, I think it's done. And like I said, I'll take a tour maybe next time before the the season starts. That may be a good time to do it next week. So I think that's it, Bucky. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So for Mike C, and of course, the star of the show, it's Bucky. Say bye, Bucky. Bucky says bye. Um, yeah, we're gonna do more egg references. I was gonna mention Batman TV show Egghead with Vincent Price. But the lions laid an egg. Got to break a few eggs to make an egg sandwich. You put all your eggs in one basket. And there's a lot of cliches you could use for eggs. I just didn't quite get to. But I wanted to finish off with some egg jokes. So, all right. I saw one today that his egg was laying on its side, and a pitchfork was coming through, and the chicken said, "I think I laid a deviled egg." So I thought that was kind of funny. All right, I'm trying to ramble. All right, Bucky, take care, and as I tell somebody you love them, and take care of each other. All right, bye.